Hello and welcome. I'm DDF Racer and today I'm getting ready for the new Formula 1 2020 season the only way I know how. To drive it for myself. This weekend, provided we don't have any last minute cancellations like we did in Melbourne, then we will see the teams fire up the cars for the first time in over 6 months and I can't wait. Now I don't own any of the official Codemasters Formula 1 titles from recent years and even if I did, they don't have VR which pretty much rules them out for this channel, so instead, today's video is going to be an Automobilista 2. I'm currently sat in the Formula Ultimate car at the Spielberg GP circuit, which is effectively a modern day Formula 1 car at the Red Bull Ring, which is exactly what we're going to have this weekend, guys. I'm about to head on track for a 15-minute race against the AI and get myself appropriately excited for the first race of the Formula 1 2020 season. It's been a long time coming, guys. I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, here we are on the grid getting ready to go, starting in P11. 15 minutes against the AI. And those green lights as I get the Formula Ultimate car off the line, rather slidey style. Heading towards the first corner. Going to be nice and cautious here because the AI in Automobilista 2 are known to get a bit hairy on the first corner. But we've made it through in one piece. We've not lost a spot. We haven't gained a spot either, so heading towards turn 3 for the first time.
Left side.
Nice and gentle on the brakes, nice and early on the brakes, give them plenty of space. They will take a while to find their own spot on the track.
Good start.
And there's a couple of easy spots for the taking. I don't think it's going to be that easy for the rest of the race, because like I said, once the AI gets settled down, they kind of get into their own pace and away they go. Anyway guys, it's not really about the racing today, let's be honest.
It is now 0.6.
Which is kind of an odd thing to say, as I'm currently driving a car and talking to you. You know, you're watching some racing. We lost a couple of AI to the right hand side of the track, then we got a few freebies as someone behind us is trying to go for a move as well. AI's getting very feisty behind me in the mirrors, so I'll keep an eye on them. As we complete our first lap here at Spielberg GP, which is what we all basically know as the Red Bull Ring. Most of us actually know it as the A1 ring, but that's a minor detail. That's for the older Formula 1 fans amongst us. I always see it as the A1 ring, back from when it was holding the Grand Prix back in the 1990s. But this weekend we will have a Grand Prix again.
It's now
finally. Oh, I can't wait. It's been a long time. Longest off-season ever, am I right? I mean, it may statistically be the longest off-season ever. I'm not entirely sure. I should have probably done some research before I put the headset on and started recording this video. Wow. Rear end's going round a bit. Maybe I'm cooking the rear tyres a bit too much. Like I said, it's not about the racing. It's about the Formula 1 this weekend. What are you guys looking forward to the most? I'm just looking forward to seeing the cars back out on track again. I mean, I've forgotten what it's like. I actually forgot about Formula 1. I forgot about motor racing in general. I've been so wrapped up in this sim racing world. Wow, there's another...
The leader has just done a 106.
Big wobble on the rear there. But yeah, I've been so wrapped up in the sim racing world, I've forgotten about the real world. And it's like, oh, of course. It's back this weekend.
Right, hold your nerve, just keep it smooth. No mistakes. 8th place. That last lap was at 110.35.
Oh, terrible driving at the moment, Dan. And there's the Project Cars 2. Sorry, I mean Automobilista 2. Slow down. Come on. Come on. Clear it. Clear it. How much more do you want me to slow down?
Your brake temperatures are all really high. We're going to have to cool them.
Come on, slow down.
Side.
There we go.
Clear right. Car right.
Oh man, this game is broken. I'm sorry, Reezer Studios, but this game is broken. That was an excessive amount of slowdown time for what it was actually worth.
Car right, clear right.
But yeah, I'm so excited to see the racing back again this weekend. It's going to be completely different. The world of sim racing and motor racing, like real racing, has just collided over the course of the last 6 months. We've had obviously all the real world races going streaming on Twitch. We've had all the Twitch streamers going racing with the pros in the WC 24 hours, for example. It's just crazy. The crossover is insane. I fully expect, maybe not Martin Brundle, but I fully expect David Croft to name drop Jimmy Broadbent at least once this season.
It's now 3.8 seconds. P9 9.
Maybe even this weekend at Austria.
Concentrate.
Or maybe the weekend after at Austria. See, that's something else about this upcoming season that is going to be pretty fascinating. Multiple races at the same circuit. Maybe not the same Grand Prix, obviously, because one of them is going to be called the Austrian Grand Prix, and I think one of them is called the Österreich Grand Prix or something. They technically can't call it the second Austrian Grand Prix. It's like a licensing thing, I don't know. But 2 races back-to-back on the same circuit. And I hope they do something to mix them up. I hope they don't just have like a rerun of exactly the same race. Maybe they mix the tyres up, maybe they do reverse grids. Maybe they use a different layout of the circuit, which I know might be slightly difficult here at Austria, considering the layout that the Grand Prix track uses here is pretty short already. There is a shorter version available, but I think that would be like a sub 30 second lap maybe, which actually could be interesting in itself.
The car ahead has just done a 106.65.
And across the line, what have we done?
You've just
107.6.
107.63. That's your best lap in this session.
Need to pick up a bit of pace by the looks of things, guys. I'm falling back from the guys ahead. 9th position.
You've got 10 minutes left. 10 minutes to go.
We're already a third of the way through the race, and I've just rambled for most of it, guys. But if you are enjoying the race or the videos so far, then don't forget to leave it a like, share your thoughts in the comments section, and subscribe to see more, because I've severely neglected Automobilista 2 recently, and probably for good reason based on this race so far. Just waiting for it to get finished. Ooh, big wiggle on the rear then. It is incredibly satisfying to drive.
Behind is now 0.8.
The bits that go along with it, the AI, the logic, it just, I don't know, it just doesn't quite feel finished yet. It's got a long way to go. But if Riese can do what they did with R-Factor 1, then we'll be in for a treat. Might just take a while. That's also patience, young grasshoppers. I should probably exercise a little bit of patience of my own. I'm on the edge of losing this car non-stop at the moment. Let's see.
Your lap time was at 107.69.
I know I can probably go about a second or so faster than this. I just need to calm down and drive smoothly. And that's what the professionals will need to do this weekend as well. Everyone's going to be rusty. You know? I know that people have been practicing in the sims a lot more than usual, more than likely. People have been out in the go-karts, they've been testing Formula 3 cars, they've been doing camera days or filming days or whatever they're called, just to do anything to get back up to speed again, you know? But nothing is a substitute for actually getting in a Formula 1 car and going racing. And I think this season, however many races it's going to be, however short it may be, we're going to see a lot of mistakes. We're going to see a lot of, you know, to use a cliche phrase, we're going to see a lot of people bin it. Because people are going to be, whoa, where'd that guy come from? People are going to be rusty.
Right side, clear to the right.
Yeah, I'm not doing particularly well at all today. Okay, check in the mirrors, let that guy go. Because the AI have a horrible habit of not really knowing where you are on track at all. They'll just drive straight into you.
Make him go the long way around. 15th place. Come on, we should be doing better than this.
We should be, I agree completely, Mr. Spotter. And there's another bin in the fence. Yep, these tyres are definitely struggling, and I think we've got a little bit of damage now.
Looks like your suspension's a little bit off.
Yeah, it's driving to the right, Mr. Spotter, I know that. And we've lost a bit of top speed as well.
Okay, Dan, halfway home. Fuel's good.
I know it's an easy joke to make, but perhaps this is the Grosjean simulator we've all been waiting for. We're in 16th position. Mate! But more than anything else, I'm just looking forward to seeing all the faces back again this weekend, guys.
Gap 2 in front is now 2.7 seconds.
I'm looking forward to seeing how everybody's doing, just checking in on them, you know? You get so used to seeing, you know, your Sebastian Vettels in the interview pen, his cheeky little one-liners, Hamilton on his scooter through the paddock. You just get used to it all very, very quickly. You take it all for granted, and when it gets taken away, you know, every now and then you just think, I hope they're alright. I hope they're looking after themselves. I hope they're keeping well.
Place.
And obviously the drama that goes along with that as well. All the little fights throughout the season. All the little niggling issues that rise, the teammate dramas. I mean, I keep having to remind myself that Daniel Ricciardo is actually still driving for Renault. I just got used to the thought of seeing him rock up in a McLaren outfit. We've still got this season's contracts to see out.
Behind us now, 1.7 seconds.
Ooh.
Okay, Dan, you want to watch your water temperature. It's looking a little high.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Spotter. Not only are my brakes overheating, my suspension's damaged, my tyres are on the blink, my water temperature is now high as well. This car... Oh, actually, it is starting to struggle quite a lot on the power. And I think my battery's not charging as well. I think the battery... You guys probably can't see it because it's hidden behind my webcam, but my electrical energy bar is at 0 and it is not recharging. I don't know if I have to set something up in the settings maybe, but I'm losing a serious amount of pace. I've had an ERS failure, guys. Look at this guy, he's just going to go straight past me on the straights. There he goes. Come on, can we get DRS? Have we got DRS?
Oh, don't let him get away.
I don't know where the detection zones are in this track. I don't know if DRS even works in Automobilista 2. I'm going to press the button and hope for the best. But, oh yeah, we're struggling to max out the revs in 7th gear now, never mind 8th. This is a bit concerning.
5 minutes left.
Oh.
The car's better than this. Get it together, man.
Oh, that's the angriest I've heard Mr. Spotter for a long time, actually. This isn't my finest driving performance. Like I said, it's not about the driving today. It's about getting a feel for what we're going to see this weekend. I want to get in the zone for the track and the car, you know. I want to experience what it could be like to be a Formula 1 driver this weekend. And like I said, I'm getting the Grosjean experience so far.
Okay, Dan, you've got half your fuel left.
And it's going to be interesting to see how the people perform as well. I mean, Force India, Racing Point, I still do that. What are they going to turn up like with their Mercedes version 2?
Keep it smooth. Focus on these lines.
Yeah, they could be right up at the top end of the field. Are Mercedes going to use their DAS system, the DAS? Is it the dual axis steering, I think it's called?
The oil and water temperatures are both high. You might need to take it easy for a bit.
Are Mercedes going to turn up with the innovative suspension system? Are Ferrari going to turn up with the horsepower they claim? Who's developed the best car over the off-season? So many questions, and there's only one way to find out, and that's by watching the race this weekend. Now, being based in Australia, ooh, bit wide, come on car, back on circuit, and now the oversteer.
That might be outside track limits.
I think it might be. Just going to pop it in reverse and get back on the track. We're now down in 18th position. This race is going from bad to worse.
Right, the next car is Lopez.
But yeah, because I'm based in Australia, the race isn't going to be on until like 11 PM at night. It's going to be pretty late. With me working on Monday morning pretty early, I tend not to watch the races too much live anymore. So I like to record them and watch them after the fact on a Monday night, come home from work, get some pizza or some spaghetti bolognese or whatever's in the fridge basically, and believe it or not, I actually sit down with Mrs. DDF and watch the races. It's our little tradition. I've been working on it for years. She even said it herself before I started recording this video. She said brainwash, you brainwashed me. And yep, I have. But that's our little thing now, a little Monday night post-work race night. So the entirety of Monday is spent avoiding spoilers, basically.
Ahead is now 8.8 seconds.
You know, it's like you don't look at the newspapers, you don't watch the news, you turn the radio off. Very careful not to listen to the radio, because, you know, they just like to spring headlines and news at you. You can be enjoying a nice little song, and then the next thing, and in sport today, Lewis Hamilton wins the Austrian Grand Prix. Because, let's be honest, we all know that's going to happen, right? Mercedes are going to walk it. Sorry to dash anybody's hope. Okay, predictions. Predictions. I think Max is going to have a strong race, but he's going to come in second. I think Lewis is going to win, but he's going to complain about the tyres.
Sector 3 is 2.2.
Grosjean's going to have a surprisingly strong first race. Everyone's going to get confidence back in him. They're going to think, oh, maybe he's turned the corner, and then he's going to bin it at every single opportunity throughout the rest of the season. I think Ferrari,
Your rear brakes are hot.
I think Ferrari are going to win the Constructors this year. Which is not me saying negative things about Valtteri Bottas. I just think Bottas is going to be feeling the pressure this year. Because his contract's coming up. He's going to have so many people looking at that Mercedes seat. Is Fernando Alonso coming back? Is Sebastian Vettel moving there? Wouldn't that be something if Vettel moved to Mercedes? Oh wow, I'd love to see that. I think someone did a mock-up of him in the race suit on Reddit a few months ago, and it just looks right, you know? Are we going to get any unexpected podiums? What are McLaren going to do? There's just so many questions, guys. The only question I've got is...
That lap was at 1:10.08.
Could I have driven this race any worse? And I honestly think the answer is no. Because we've got 20 seconds left. I think that's the leaders over there on the right-hand side. We're on the last lap now, coming towards the line here at Austria. No, we're on the last lap. We're not coming towards the last lap. And there's the blue flags. Blue flags. No, the leaders are behind us. That's not the leaders over there. The leaders are right behind us. Jeez, we're really far behind, actually. After a few practice sessions earlier today, I set the AI at 115% because I was about 3 seconds faster on 100%. 115% worked out really well in the practice session. It was like, I'm about half a second faster, but that should make for some good racing. And then my ERS has died. The racing has been pretty awful. I've got damage. I'm not reaching top speed. I'm getting taken out by the leader. I'm getting Esteban Ocon. And that pretty much sums up the race. We're going to cross the line now. Blue flags and a checkered flag.
18th. Okay, it's over.
Oh, thank goodness for that. What an awful race that was, guys. Well, let me sum up my thoughts. Automobilista 2, not great. I hate to say it, but it's just not great. It has had so much promise, so much hope, so much anticipation, but they've had months to fix the problems now, and they're just not getting fixed. The AI is still atrocious. It's just not a good... It's nothing more than a glorified hot lap simulator at the moment. I'm really sorry, Reza Studios, but it's just... I don't see the appeal in coming back to this. Like, as much as I enjoy Automobilista 2 videos, and as much as I know you guys enjoy watching Automobilista 2 videos as well, there was just no attraction pulling me back to this game. Like, I really enjoyed my Super V8 at Montreal, that race, but I knew I had to be careful with the AI. Today, I was careful with the AI, and they still kind of run me off the road, you know? It's just a bit... I don't know what more to do, really, to make it enjoyable. And it gets to the point where you should not be driving around cautiously to basically survive. You should be racing wheel to wheel. You should be able to trust the people you're going racing with. And you just can't do that in Automobilista 2. I just had no confidence in them at any point. And it's the same online as well. There's not many people to race against in Australia and New Zealand. And even when you do race against them, there are ping issues, there are connection issues. It's just not a solid experience at all. They've got a lot of work to do. And I know it's still version 0.9 point whatever it is at the moment, but it's still a long way coming. So that said, the focus of today's video was the Formula 1 season. It's going to be starting this weekend in Austria, and I am so excited for that. I'm so looking forward to that, guys. Can't wait to see what all the new cars and driver combinations are like. I can't wait to see how the world has changed since we last went racing at Abu Dhabi in, I think it was December last year. So many questions. And it actually kind of snuck up on me, you know? With everything that's been going on in sim racing, I kind of forgot about the real world motorsport. It's just so good to have it back, you know? I think it's a little bit too early, personally. I think maybe we should be waiting a little bit longer. I know there's a lot of pressure to get seasons underway. There's a lot of pressure to get seasons completed. There's a lot of commercial pressure, financial pressure. There's a lot of just marketing pressure as well, you know? People want to make it happen because they have all these... Thank you, AI. These contractual agreements and they're obligated to do these things, but I just think maybe we should be waiting a little bit longer until everybody has settled down, because here in Australia the restrictions have been lifted but people still can't come into the country. No international travel. It's just, I don't know, I think it's a bit too soon. Anyway guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments. What are you expected to see from the race this weekend? What are your thoughts on Automobilista 2? Just, if you want to just have a chat, come and leave some thoughts in the comments. And if you don't want to leave your thoughts in the comments, if you want to get stuck in a little bit more than that, then feel free to come over to my Discord server. Link in the description to that. All the favourites from the live chat you'll see over there. Come and have a chat with us, guys. Come and get stuck in. Absolutely fantastic. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave it a like. Like I said previously, share your thoughts in the comments. And if you want to see more, please subscribe. I've been DDF Racer. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.